All right. Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming clear and good from your side. Please invite your friends and share the link with your friends in Facebook, Twitter, wherever you can. Today, our topic is about the wife of Allah. The wife of Allah. Now, as we know, the Muslims, they claim that their God don't have a son, but they don't really tell us what is the reason is. Uh, so today we are going to discuss a reasoning which Muslims don't even mention because because of what? Because Islam is simply, if we discuss those reasoning, we will notice right away that Islam is a stupid religion. So please invite your friends. We just started the broadcast, and for sure I choose, as you see in the screen, a beautiful woman for Allah as a possible bait for him. He might show up during our conversation and he might talk to us. But as my experience is, Muhammad, he waited for a long time. He never heard the voice of his God. He never saw him. We have nothing of him except someone he do delivery. His name is Jibreel. I have delivery from time to time. It come from Amazon, etc. But that doesn't mean that God is speaking to me. So when the Muslims speak about why God cannot have a son, if we go right now in the internet and we search for some statement before we start showing you how stupid the cult of Islam, and by the way, when I say the word stupid, I don't mean to insult, but this is what I believe it is. So this is not an insult, and not the purpose is to insult, but what I can do, I mean, this religion is so stupid, and don't blame me for saying the word stupid too much. If we go right now and we search why God cannot have a son, it's just a search, search. But for sure, I wanna, I wanna show you what the Muslims they say. This is the Deen Show, 90 verses that says is not God nor literal son of God. 90 verse the Muslims they found in the Bible. It says that there is no God. There is no God that he have a son. 90 verse. I mean, what do you want more? All right. Now, when you look for 90 verse, you claim that they don't. They mean that God don't have a son. Isn't it? This is against even your Quran, because your Quran. And let me show you the madness of the Muslims. Because they searched the whole Bible, the Muslims, according to them, they searched the whole Bible, especially in the Old Testament. They could not find a verse saying that God have a son. But this is mean the following. This verse in the front of us, it says and claim that the Jews who they corrupted their Torah supposedly, they have in their Torah a verse. It says in chapter 9 verse number 30, we will read together. The Jews call Uzair the son of Allah. So how you search the whole Torah and you could not find a verse saying that Uzair is a son of Allah? Any Muslim can answer us? How you search all the Bible but you could not find that verse? That means you Muslims are lying, Allah is lying, and there is no such a verse, and you are confirming that. Same time, your God Allah confirm that in the Bible, the Christian they have in their book that Christ is the son of Allah. So you said you search the Bible, you do not find that, which is absolutely a joke, because we can show you the whole book from the beginning, from page number 1, speaking about the Messiah, the Word of God who became a flesh. You know, the word son, which the Muslim don't want to understand. They think that God have kids. They think when we say Jesus is son of God, that means God he have a wife and he have sons. And that actually not only their understanding, this is the understanding of the author of the Quran, Aka Muhammad. Read with me carefully, please. If we go in the Quran, I will choose different verse. The Quran is again, I'm not insulting. The Quran is the most stupid book ever, and I challenge any Muslim to say I don't agree with you. Let me first be sure that our Skype is on. Okay, so Muslims, they can call in case. Only Muslims can call now. Only. I don't accept calls from Christians. All right. This is the Quran in front of us. Look what Allah he said. This is Allah is talking. So don't be upset from the Deen show saying stupid things, because Allah says more stupid things. Allah he said, and I will read for you from the Muslim translation as usual, not my translation. بديع السماوات والأرض أن يكون له ولد ولم تكن له صاحبة. Let us see what does that mean. Chapter 6 verse 101, translation. Okay, this is, as you see, the translation made by Muslims, come from the Muslims. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just reading for you what it does say there. To him is due the primal origin of the heaven and the earth. How can he have a son when he has no consort? I cannot hold myself from laughing. After 2,000 years, not even a single donkey who claimed to be a scholar in Islam, he know even what Christianity is about. And that is not to blame on the scholars of Islam, which I believe they are donkeys, because their God himself is the biggest donkey. Look at this God, what he is saying. How he can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Like, what the heck? How can he, read with me carefully, Muslims, at the stupidity of the Quran author? Now you want to tell me this is your God, you want to tell me this is Muhammad? I don't care. Whoever said that is stupid for many reasons. Number one, Christians don't believe that God have a consort, and that after they have sex they have a son from that. Number two, God do not need to have sex to have something to happen, because don't you Muslims, you say in your Quran, if God you wanted something to be, he say be and it's going to be, and this is taken from the Bible too. So how come now Allah saying how can he have a son? The God who questioned by saying who can he, how can he, that is not God. For now, how can you be God if you cannot do something? Unless, which make it more horrible, unless you have a woman to sleep with. So what this God is saying to us with the clear words, that Allah cannot be God. For how can he have a son when he has no consort? So the only way for Allah to have a son is to have a woman, and that mean that this God is a man like me. If you ask me why you don't have kids, I will say how I can have kids when I don't have a woman. So Allah, he gave us a clear definition of himself, that he is limited and he cannot do things unless he have something else. The necessity of having kids is to have a male and female, and this necessity proved to us that Allah, he cannot accomplish any mission unless he have the same as we have? We need to have a woman. That is an answer of a stupid God who cannot be God, for he just confirmed to us that he is limited the same as any of us. He cannot have women. He don't have a woman, so how he can have a son? Now this is again proven to us that the one who made the Quran is a stupid. Why? That's mean that the Quran teach that we Christians believe that God have a wife, and that wife is Mary. But all of us, we knew that this is absolutely stupid and this is not true. And even the Quran confirmed that Mary, she gave birth to Jesus and she was virgin. So what does the do have to do with us? How you can give me such an answer when we as a Christian, and you know that, and this is confirmed in your Quran, and you agree with it, that Mary, she was a virgin? So which mean when we say virgin, it's mean nobody doesn't matter who have sex with her. So what do you mean, how can he have a son when he has no girlfriend? And why he used the word girlfriend? I mean, isn't it a shame that even Allah is involved in the word of dating? In Arabic he did not say a wife, he said sahiba. So how Allah can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Do we have any Muslim here would like to give us a call? If you like to call us, if you like to call me, my Skype is open. Please feel free. You know, I will be happy to hear your voice, and you can refute me if I'm wrong. All right, feel free. Now, this God who he said, how I can have a son while I don't have a girlfriend, was he aware that in different verse he said, if he want to take a girlfriend, he will, but she have to be from the virgins in the heaven? Yeah, my throat is not doing good because I'm talking too much. That's normal, right? Thank you very much. In order to make my throat feel better, I have to stop talking, and that's something I can't do. So what kind of God is God who say that, and then in the same time in different verse in the Quran he says something even more stupid? Let us see what is more stupid than this. This is nothing yet. The stupidity of the Quran is beyond imagination. In chapter, this is the verse we mentioned yesterday about if a woman she divorce a man, if the man divorce her 3 times, she have to go and if someone else before she can get back to the husband, the previous husband, which additional stupid story in the Quran proving to us that this religion is a filthy, disgusting cult to force a woman to sleep around so she can get back to her husband. Now we go back to the verse when I talk about, which is part of our topic. We go to the chapter of Al-Anbiya, verse number 17. And as you see, Muslims, everything we are using the screen, this is your Islamic website, this is your interpretation, this is your translation. We did nothing, absolutely nothing. In chapter 21 verse number 17 it says, then Allah revealed the following when he said that the angels are Allah's daughters. He said, if we had wished to find pastime, if we wish to have a daughters, and it is said, this is mean, if we wish to have a wife, and it's also said, this is mean, if we wish to have a children, and it's also said, if it's mean, if we wish to have a TV, and it was also said, it's mean, if we wish to have a shoe, and it's also said, if we wish to have a computer. I mean, how many wish here? It's also said, it's also said, it's also said. Obviously the scholars of Islam, they are suffering and struggling with the stupidity of the Quran to the point they keep saying it's also said, it's also said, it's also said. Which one of them? Which one of those? You see, I open interpretation of the cousin of the Prophet, who is the only scholar named by Muhammad. And the scholar of the scholar, he keeps saying it's also said, it's also said, it's also said. So now which one of the also said is the correct one? Are we going to guess? This is the word of God. This is not a joke. So if I'm a Muslim, I have to live by also said. It's also said, somebody said. It's also said that Allah, he meant by this that he would like to have 4K iPhone. It's also said that Allah, he mean by this, he like to drink Pepsi Cola. It's also said that Allah meant by this that he is have no idea what he's talking about. This is the religion. However, the important here, Allah saying, not me. Listen, Abdul, not me. If Allah want to have a daughter, or he wished to have a wife, or he wished to have a children, I'm giving you all the cases it's mentioned in front of you, he would find them from, you see here in the English translation, they try to fool us. They say from our presence. It doesn't say that. In Arabic it says from ourself. Said from us. Here we go. Do you see it? Allah, if you want to take a daughter or a wife or a child, he will take it from us. What is us? أنا عبدول لو أردنا أن نتخذ لهوا لاتخذناه من لدنا إن كنا فاعلين. For those who do not know what lahu mean, lahu mean two things in the language of the Arab: women and the F word. Women and the F word. So Allah saying, if you want to have a woman, or we like to F somebody, we are going to F somebody which is from our kind, from us. Who are they, those who Allah is going to F? The medians of paradise. Allah is going to F the virgins. How in the world that can be a statement coming from God? No, he did not use here we. This is not about we. No, you don't understand. Let me explain to you. You are using the Quran where Allah he say you. The word here is not about we. He mentioned the word we in every statement in this line. You see here, aradna. Na is us. Okay. Nattakhid lattakhadnahu min ladunna in kunna. See, the na here is about we, but this is not the problem here. Here he said we in every word, but he said the word ladunna, ladunna, from our kind, from ourself, from our blood, ladunna. So Allah in the Quran confirmed that he is not one. There is many of his kind. Because how you say, you see, the Muslim, they say that all Allah, when he say we, as they claim, he is talking about himself as majestic, but here he's going to F himself. If this is about himself only, when he say from us, he is talking about taking a wife, and this wife he is going to F her. So he will F himself, and the wife is himself. Are we following, Abdul? Allah is going to F himself, and he will take a wife of himself. And Allah is one, but yet he is going to F himself. I mean, you explain that to me. How he say from us, and I'm going to F us, and that us is supposedly Allah, as the Muslims always claim. But in this scenario will not work, because Allah will F himself, and that will be horrible. I feel sorry for him. He will spend the whole day trying to reach it to that point. So the stupidity of the Quran get farther in stupidity with every verse in the Quran, to the point Allah saying that if you like to F a woman, he will F it from us. Now who is us? He explained to us, he said from the virgins. So you see, Allah is lying to the Muslims here too, saying to them that those virgins are virgin, but obviously he is playing with them already. And then the Muslims in the interpretation, they say, if we ever did, and we will never do. It doesn't say, by the way, it doesn't say we will never do. This is not, it says, to be accurate, in kunna fa'ilin, if we do that. If we do that. It doesn't say ever, and we will never do. So if we do that, we are going to F a women from our kind. And those who are the virgins. So it is possible to Allah to have a wife. This is number one. This is what the verse is saying. And this wife is going to be from the kind of Allah, from us. Therefore, it cannot be Allah. Otherwise, Allah is going to have sex with himself. And then Allah explain who is us. Us is the virgins in the heaven. However, in different interpretation, it gives us more details. Read carefully with me. Had we desire to find some diversion in that which we provide diversion in the way of partner or a child. Partner or a child. Take care of this. So Allah clearly speaking about if we want to take a partner or a child. We had found it, we would have found it with ourself. So ourself does not mean Allah is one. Because how Allah he consider himself one of many if they are not like him? Are we following Muslims? If Allah is one of his kind, if Allah is one of his kind, and then now he says ourself, always the Muslim they speak that Allah he say about himself, ourself, our us, we, that is a majestic statement, but this is not the scenario here. Abdul, listen carefully. Here he is going to have sex with a partner or a child. So either he will take a partner for sex and then he will have a child from that partner. So in order to do that, he have to have sex first with the partner, as we showed you from the different verse in the Quran. And now he is saying to us, if we want to find that partner, we will find it with ourselves. So ourselves cannot be that Allah only one. That must be Allah is many, and those are his kind. Who is his kind? Let us see his kind. From among the beautiful eyed Huris or angels. So Allah here is making it clear for us. If he want to have a partner for sex so he can make a son, he will not take a human. Don't think that he will think about someone like Mary as an example. He will not like that. Allah, he like women who they have a beautiful eye. The Huri. This is the only choice Allah he like. Don't even try to get it closer. This is what Allah he like. And those women who have beautiful eyes, they are from ourself, which means they are from the kind of Allah. And they are exist in heaven, and the Quran described them as a hurul ain, which I find really amazing. Because if hurul ain later they are going to sleep with men, and Allah described them as us, which means they are from his kind, so that means that Muslims, when they go to heaven, they will sleep with divine female goddess. This is Islam. It's a collection of stupidity, and the more you read, the more you feel that this is not even qualified to be in a cartoon movie. A God who says to us, hold on, hold on, I don't like to sleep with any kind of females, huh? If I like to sleep around with females, I will choose females from ourselves. Okay, ourselves. You have a family there? I thought you are the only one there. No, we have. I have a family. What are you talking about? Yeah, those are my kind, ourselves, from my bloodline. What is your bloodline, Allah? You do not know? The virgins. And what else? And the angels. Don't forget the angels, because the interpretation will mention the angel, as we will see soon. So this religion is not qualified to be even a cult, for the stupidity inside it is beyond imagination. We go back. Then the interpretation continue. I mean the disaster continue. And he says, from ourself, we found it with ourself from among the beautiful eyed houris or angels. Imagine Allah is going to have sex with the angel Jibreel. Soon we are going to attend the wedding of the God Allah and the angel Jibreel, and then after they have sex, Jibreel will get pregnant. I cannot wait to see Jibreel coming to me, and he have his hand in his back, and he say, Christian Prince, I don't have patience for you today. It's my delivery day, okay? Yeah, it's coming soon. Like, I don't know. Please stay close so you can call the ambulance. Jibreel is going to be the sixth partner of Allah. The Huris is the Hurul Ain, the women which Allah described and He made for sex for the Muslims. This is Quran, and this is God book, and this is God's talking, and this is why God don't have a son, because He don't like to have women from this earth. He like to have something higher level, and those are the virgin who He put His finger in their vagina and He make them virgin again each time they have sex. And those supposedly is his kind. So what the verse here confirmed to us, that Allah have a kind, and His kind is the virgins and the island. Sorry, and the angels. Yeah, since I saw this picture in the beach, I want to go to the beach, man. I want to meet the wife of Allah. If we bring this wife to Allah, I assure you that Allah will forget about all the virgins, and Muhammad, He will make a chapter about her, and He will call it the chapter of the bikini. And the chapter of the bikini is going to contain many bikini verses, and He will start with this: Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The bikini. And what is the bikini? It drive me crazy as a zucchini. She is tall and she is high, and she make me really fly. When I saw her body, I don't know even I can say I am coming or to say goodbye. Look at herself, she is holding her panty. And what do you know about her panty? It's like a jewelry is made from high quantity. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is so much. It's inspiring. I feel like giving Quran right now. So they say to us, God don't have a wife, but we find that God, He can have sex. So what they are saying to us, that the God of Islam, He chose to be single. Well, hello, I am single too. Does that mean I'm God? There is nothing in Islam prove Allah to be God. They just admitted that this God, it is possible for him to have sex, but he is looking. No, I cannot zoom in the picture, sorry. Come tomorrow. Do we have any Abdul wanna call us and explain to us the stupidity of Islam? Anyone? Don't take me wrong, I'm amazed by the intelligence of the one who wrote the Quran. I mean, this is amazing, man. Who can even say no? This is so good. I feel so good. And the Muslim, they say to us, brother, when you hear the Quran, it's amazing. But the Muslims, they do, they bring you someone, he have a nice voice and he sing for you. This guy, whatever he's saying is going to come nice. What about you make Shabir Ali sing the Quran for us? And then you will see how stupid it is, especially the voice. So they focus in a voice, they bring you a voice of a guy who sing nicely, he have a nice voice, he sing for you the Quran, and they say to you, isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Do you remember once I made a video about a guy, his name is Sheikh Al-Uraifi. This guy, he have a conference in France. So they brought a French, I think it's called Quran Experiment, the video. You can search for it. Quran Experiment. I need to find it. If anyone remember it, maybe you can post the link. Anyway, so they brought a French guy to the stage. And they said to him, and there's thousands of people watching, all right, and the camera are recording, and they said to him, the sheikh is speaking Arabic, there is a translator. So he told him, now the sheikh is going to make two kind of Quran. One is not from God, fake, and one is from God. He want to know which one will enter upon your heart more. So this guy, he choose, he start saying Quran and Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, finish. Now he recite the second Quran. So remember, one of them is false and one of them is true, and he recite the second Quran. Now they ask the guy, which one is the Quran which enter your heart? They want to prove to people, and this guy, he is not paid, he is not fake, he do not know. We are going to recite the Quran for him. One is fake Quran and one a true Quran, and both for him they sound close because it's Arabic, I mean, he don't understand Arabic. So which one is the one enter your heart? And guess what? The French guy, he chose the fake Quran. Was very, very stupid and embarrassing for all those Muslims in the stage. He chose the fake one. He said that this one didn't enter my heart. He said, are you sure? He said, yeah. He said, are you sure? Are you sure? He said, yeah. So the fake Quran made him feel better. You can give any words, even if the word is saying shitty shit, for a nice voice, and is going to come beautiful, for he have a nice voice. It doesn't matter what he say. There's tons of songs saying the F word, but people, they hear them and they find them very beautiful because the guy, he have a nice voice and there's a nice background music. So the Muslim, they add the music by their voice. And the Western person who do not know what the heck is that, he find it interesting. It's the same as like listening for Chinese. But what is this Ching Allah knows best. Who care? It's not important. The meaning is not important. It's how beautiful it is. I bring you a voice of a person which is very nice voice, and then I make him sing the Quran, and then I say to you, dude, do you think, what do you think? What about you bring me Shabir Ali or Zakir Naik reciting the Quran? Let us see how that will work. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Sadan al-Din. Ahdidun al-Din. Adarutikultu awriyutatim. Athulini athikapadim. Inna thul al-thubudin bitim athut al-kudi dapatatim. Tatu idamni athika athitibdita athin Habdika dida adudi. Thank you very much. And now, like, you will be like, wow, that's amazing. How he can do that? Who can recite the Quran better than Zakir Naik, brother? Unbelievable. Do we have any Muslim? Do we have any Muslim? Who is a brave Muslim he dare to call me? Alright guys, I'm going to stop the video here because I want people to download this video and share it. Alright, and what I will do, I will start broadcast again after 5 minutes. Good deal? Give me 5 minutes, we will start new broadcast. So you can download this video and share it with your friends. It's not so long, and we will be back. Good beach. See you in 5 minutes. And if you are a Muslim, feel free to call me as soon we start the live broadcast again in 5 minutes from now. So in 5 minutes, just don't forget to subscribe, refresh your page, you will receive notification, click at my page, you will see the live broadcast and you join. God bless you and see you in 5 minutes from now again. Take care.